When we're talking about presentation skills, the first five aspects we're going to look at are our verbal choices. So the first one is volume. You can take a look at these notes yourselves, but volume, we want to make sure we're pushing from our belly almost. We don't want to shout here and strain here in our volume. We want to be able to kind of push in on our stomachs and make our voice go forward. If you've ever taken a chorus class, we've talked about your diaphragm, the muscle right underneath your rib cage. So for volume, we want to make sure we're nice and loud, probably louder than we would normally plan to be because we want to fill a space such as a classroom. We also want to pay attention to our rate. Now, rate doesn't have to mean it stays the same all the time, but rate is our speed. Sometimes it's okay to pause or go a little bit slower because we want our audience to understand. Other times we can pick up the pace because something might be really exciting. We just have to be careful not to go at breakneck speed all the time. I know I'm guilty of that. I talk really fast all the time. I have to make an intentional choice to slow down. And normally, when we present, if we're nervous, we tend to talk faster. So we want to be more mindful to slow ourselves down a bit. We also want to focus on emphasis. This is stressing certain words. When we're presenting, these might be words that are important or new, words that we really want to make sure our audience hears. And we want to make sure we're emphasizing certain words. If we just come up and read a presentation, um, we have the danger of sounding very boring when we speak, or monotone, where we stay the same the whole time and nothing changes. That's monotone. We don't want that. We want to have emphasis. We're not necessarily being comedians, but we are stressing words. It helps our listeners follow along with us. And along with emphasis is articulation. This is how we pronounce words. Now, we don't want to over articulate words. That's weird if we push too hard. But we also don't want to slur our words together. Articulation helps the audience understand what words we're saying. Emphasis helps the audience identify important words. And our last piece here is word choice. When we are presenting something that we have prepared, we want to make sure that all of our sentences sound a bit different. We don't want to always start with the word I or the word the. If we're telling a story, we don't always want to use the character's name in every single sentence. We want to make sure our word choice varies. So as you look at these notes, you'll see kind of a good example up top and a bad example on the bottom here. So these are our five elements of verbal performance: word choice, articulation, emphasis, rate, and volume.